connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Idaho News 6.
Welcome to Idaho News 6. I'm executive reporter Karen Lair. It's a case that captured national headlines. A manhunt for a father accused of murdering his 3 daughters briefly turned its focus to a remote part of central Idaho this week. Multiple people reporting sightings of a man who matched the description of Travis Decker. Turns out it wasn't him. It was just a hiker out enjoying the sawtooths, and our Don Nelson sat down with that man to talk about the ordeal.
The only thing worse than being mistaken for somebody else is being mistaken for somebody else who's wanted by the law. That's exactly what happened to a Garden City man who authorities thought may be the quadruple homicide suspect, Travis Decker. If I can hold this up, can I I'm going to hold this up next to you. Now that right there is Travis Decker, a suspect in the murder of his 3 daughters over in central Washington. There was 2 sightings of somebody who looked like him up in the Sawtooth National Forest, 2 separate parties, 2 separate days, same description. Turns out that was you.
Yep.
Using only his first name, Nick says he and a friend went to enjoy the 4th of July weekend in the backcountry. After spending Friday night in the woods, his friend left on Saturday, and Nick decided to hike a bit further near Bear Creek in the Sawtooth National Forest.
So I took this fateful trip on my own up the Bear Creek Trail, and here we are.
The first person who reported seeing a man who looked like Travis Decker said, "You didn't make eye contact with them." You had sunglasses on, so there's no way in the world she would have known if you made eye contact with her, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair to assume.
Nick spent Saturday night in a different location, came home on Sunday. Idaho News 6 spent all day on Monday speaking with officials about the search for a man matching Travis Decker's description. Keep in mind, Nick was already at work on Monday morning in Boise. He really wasn't aware of the search until a friend said something.
Everything seemed normal until my friend that was up there with me sent me a text that said something like, "Bro, there's a manhunt. There's a killer that was in the campground with us." And he sent me a news article, and it described, and I had that photo, and it described a sighting, and this manhunt sparked off out of our campsite when we were there. Your instinct isn't to think that was me. So my first thought was, oh my God, we spent the night next to a murderer. That is frightening.
Nick called authorities, who in return called him back and asked if they could talk to him at work on Wednesday.
And we took up the conference room, and they friendly interrogated me for about half an hour. And it described me like the hair, the beard, the hat, the glasses, my earrings, tattoos, my shirt. The shorts were a different color. My shoes, the backpack, the location, the time. I was like, oh my God, they think I was that guy.
Nick wants to make it clear the people who called the tip line did the right thing.
In my opinion, I don't really look like the guy. Granted, they saw me from a distance, but just be careful, because this has been a little bit tumultuous for me and people around me, and disruptive at work. But I would encourage people to do that.
Fair warning, Nick plans to head back up to the hills this weekend, but he will be with his father the whole time. Reporting from Boise, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson, Idaho News 6.
It was one of the highest profile trials in the country, and then all of a sudden it was over before it even started. Brian Koberger is set to be sentenced in less than 2 weeks after pleading guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary for the deadly stabbings of 4 University of Idaho students. Tonight, our senior reporter Don Nelson talks with director Matthew Galkin about a new docu-series on the shocking crimes.
There are sort of thriller aspects to it, but, you know, we always want to be telling this through the lens of the people closest to the victims.
For Matthew Galkin, it all started when he contacted Jim and Stacy Chapin, the parents of Ethan Chapin, one of the 4 victims murdered in an off-campus house at the University of Idaho in 2022. Galkin laid out his vision to the Chapins for the series.
You're going to learn new things about, how that morning unfolded, why the 911 call sounded like it did, what was actually going on inside that house and right outside of that house when that 911 call was placed, and the sort of order of events then after the murders and, what transpired that afternoon and beyond. All of that is going to be 100% new information and fresh for the general public.
Did you find yourself playing detective?
Always. We have the staff that created this, we don't work in a vacuum. We had, I don't know, at least 40 or 50 people working on this case and on this series. You talk about it constantly.
Life is about good and evil. What did you learn about evil?
It's a great question. I'd rather talk about what I learned about good. So the thing that most floored me in making this was how strong and eloquent our families and friends were in going through this and being able to communicate their grief and their healing process.
That docuseries should shed some light on what happened during that terrible night in Moscow, but there are some things we may never know. Kohberger's decision to take a plea deal means some aspects of the case, like what happened to the murder weapon, will remain a mystery. From the start, the judges involved have strictly enforced a gag order preventing key players from talking and sealing court documents. Now that it's clear Kohberger won't see a trial, media members are working to unseal those documents. We'll see how the judge rules. Either way, it won't happen until after Kohberger's sentencing hearing, which is set for July 23rd. Idaho News 6 will have complete coverage of the sentencing of Bryan Kohberger, so join us Wednesday morning, July 23rd at 9 a.m. We are going to be streaming the hearing live in its entirety on idahonews6.com and the Idaho News 6 app. You can track the very latest developments as they happen on our website, so join us that evening as well for our in-depth coverage, context, and reaction.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening, everyone. It's a beautiful evening outside, getting a little hotter than it was the past couple of days, but we've had a little bit of a breeze as well. So we're at 90 degrees. You see it across. We've touched 91 in Boise, 95 in Ontario, and 80 in McCall. So there's some heat out there. With the heat, I do want to mention, show you this video here. This was in the Horseshoe Bend area. There was a fire. It covered about, it may have been in the, obviously the structure was burned partially here. It burned about an acre around the area. They were thinking about slowing down traffic or maybe stopping it on Highway 55 in Horseshoe Bend. That's it right there on the side, but they did not, and so that is open if you are traveling in that direction. So good news there. Let's take a look at what we can expect for the day tomorrow, and look at this, 97 tomorrow, so temperatures are going to be bumped up. You're going to feel the heat coming on in. The breeze we've got today, it's still there. Tomorrow it will be even lighter. Very pleasant conditions. Enjoy your evening. Temperatures you see right there dropping to the 80s tonight. Should be very comfortable at 62 degrees overnight, clear skies, and the forecast coming up for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine around, 97 degrees, so it's getting hotter. Expect the heat to be there tomorrow afternoon as those temperatures climb. Here's the traffic. Typical on a Friday, your drive time is 17 minutes. It's about as low as it goes from downtown Boise to Meridian. So in other words, there's no slowdowns at all. Everybody's gone for the weekend because it's going to be such a nice weekend, as we know. Really comfortable temperatures out there. And Boise to Caldwell, same story. It's green right across the board. No weather delays except the sunshine delays, maybe a little bit later on, but again, real comfortable conditions and good driving weather as well. My extended forecast through the weekend coming up.
The Idaho Challenged Athletes Foundation hosts its Water Weekend.
A heads up for boaters and anglers in Elmore County. Part of CJ Strike Reservoir, known as the Narrows, will be closed for the rest of the month. Idaho Power is working to upgrade those docks. The utility says the new floating docks are better suited to changing water levels and wind than the current stationary piers. They'll also be upgrading the docks at Love Ridge Bridge and Cottonwood Campground later this year.
The Idaho Challenged Athletes Foundation hosts its Water Weekend. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent. We're going to go out on a boat here at Lucky Peak Reservoir for some wake surfing with adaptive athletes. In the wake surfing clinic, adaptive athletes worked with experienced coaches to learn the sport and glide out on the water.
Wake surfing has been a lot of fun. This is my first time doing wake surfing.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah! I've been able to learn from some of the best.
Puts your chest over your right knee and a little forward.
In the morning session, Allie Monk attempted a solo ride, and she was able to get up all by herself.
Oh, I was so ecstatic. That one had the best feeling in the whole world.
While I was on the boat, Brooke had a great session where she cruised through Lucky Peak behind a special boat designed for wake surfing, because while this sport is similar to wakeboarding, the boat creates a wake close to the boat that people can surf, and it doesn't really hurt when you crash, so riders could do it as many times as they wanted until they got tired. Volunteers help out with this clinic, including Idaho Water Sports, who provides the boats and the drivers.
I say a huge thanks to all the volunteers who volunteered their time in boats and coaching as well, because it wouldn't be possible without them.
The Water Sports Weekend is just another example how the Idaho Challenged Athletes Foundation provides opportunities for people no matter their disability. And during lunch, Allie told me she couldn't wait to get back out there for another session.
Oh yes, I'm looking so forward to going back out. I'm hoping to maybe do another solo stunt.
Other activities this weekend include fly fishing on the Boise River, rafting on the Maine Payette, and paddleboarding and swimming at Quinn's Pond. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter Steve Dent for Idaho News 6.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Droval. The cooler weather from the past day or so, at least less hot, is sliding away. Heat advisories are expanding to the west. That's headed in our direction. I'll let you know what that means for you coming up next.
Scott Dorval with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Lots of sunshine. It's a fine summer evening out there. A typical summer evening. Temperatures are very seasonable. Wind is there, but it's settling down. It's going to be a very pleasant late evening as the sun goes down tonight. We're at 91 for the high temperature in Boise, the official high. Twin Falls coming in at 88, 95 in Ontario. A little bit more heat here to the north and west already. That's heat coming in from the west. Of course, the lower elevation bumps it up as well. So these numbers will increase tomorrow. I expect about a 6-degree temperature rise in most locations. So Boise tomorrow right around 97 degrees. So here's the heat coming in from the west, and you can see the heat advisories expand on the time lapse here. Watch this, the orange kind of spreading eastern Nevada and up in Washington State. You see it in the Yakima Valley. It pops in here and pushes to the east as well. So this is the ridge of high. The heat coming in like this, and so Riggins tomorrow will be baking in the heat, and very consistent heat all the way up to Spokane during the day tomorrow. This is a cold front up here, but it's going to stay to the north. This cold front we have with the gusty wind, that one came a little further south, and it dipped out temperature a little bit. So next couple days, we're just going to see a rise in temperature as this high pressure ridge continues to build in from the west. So if you got plans to head to Valley County, if you live in McCall, oh, what a beautiful day experience today. Now, if you're a boater, it's a little bit breezy on the lake tomorrow. The breeze should be less, and I'll tell you what, it should be a nice Saturday, but even a calmer Sunday and hotter with the temperature at 88, and so perfect day to go to the beach and get in some of that chilly water to get some relief from the heat. And then the temperatures will dip a little as a weak front comes through Monday. We go to 81, so we're going to drop 7 degrees on Tuesday, and then we start another little warm up coming in after that. So across the country, pretty normal temperatures as well, except this big cool pool of air that came by, give us a gusty wind, sliding to the east, causing all kinds of severe weather with flash flooding, a flash flood emergency in the Davenport, Iowa area, as very, very heavy rain has been falling there. Typical heat down to the south as well. The southwest, it's hot, but it's the summertime, so it gets hot here. 108 in Vegas, 108 in Phoenix, 115 in Barstow, Southern California, where it just stays hot all the time. But this is interesting here. Lightning, where are all the thunderstorms? These are all the lightning flashes. This is typical. You get thunderstorms all over the place most of the time. They're at any point during the day, at any time, any day of the year around the globe, there are lightning strikes, thousands and thousands and thousands occurring, balancing out the electric charges there in the atmosphere. But look at the west. Nothing. Idaho, clear. No problems as far as lightning. There are no monsoon storms coming in from the south, and it's going to stay that way. This big ridge of high pressure down here starts to build up into our direction. So that heat starts starts to build for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It peaks, and then a little front goes by to the north Monday night. I can dip the temperature just a little bit. Nothing major with that dip in temperature. Might bring a few clouds in as well. And then next week, maybe some monsoon moisture comes in. We'll visit that a week from now. In the meantime, your Treasure Valley forecast for tomorrow: 98 in Weiser, 99 in Emmett, 97 in Boise. So continued sunny and a little hotter. A lighter northwest breeze, but there'll still be a breeze noticeable, especially east of Boise towards Mountain Home. It's not going to be completely calm at all. 98 in Riggins, 95 in Council and Cambridge, 80s in Long Valley. Idaho City tomorrow, you're going to be 92 degrees. Temperatures are coming up a bit. Sun Valley and Stanley, both places in the mid-80s after dropping into the 40s during the morning. And here's my extended forecast: 97 tomorrow, but we peak with the heat on Sunday and it lasts into Monday. So the hotter of the 2 weekend days by a few degrees will be Sunday. Low temperatures are really warming up into the 60s. And if you're off next week, mid-90s Tuesday and then mid to upper 90s Thursday and Friday.
I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez at the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, unveiling how CVH Homes is not only bringing homes but also educational opportunities to the community.
News 6 Allergy Report is brought to you by Boise Valley Asthma and Allergy Clinic.
All right, here is that allergy report. I've talked to a few people that say they're having some issues with allergies lately, and it may be that the wind and the locally gusty winds have been blowing up some of that other pollen that had settled down to the ground in the past, and it may not be showing up in our count. We're in the low category at a 24. Grass pollen, pine, a little bit of quinipod, so there's nothing really sticking out all that much. We are in the grass pollen season. We're at 24, but in some places it may be locally higher and probably hovering in these similar numbers right through the weekend.
I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez at the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, unveiling their heart and artists, as well as some opportunities to learn some construction skills.
On Friday, kids at the Boys and Girls Club got a chance to showcase their artwork, demonstrating their own creations inspired by the sculpture. CVH Homes brought activities to introduce young ones to the trades.
I love the heart so much. The person who made it did an extremely good job. I love the detail and I love the flowers.
With the support of CVH Homes, Friday's event isn't just about unveiling a sculpture. It's about building skills and creativity.
I'm painting a birdhouse that I made.
Luke Deneve is the talented artist who brought his Hawaiian heritage into his design, near and dear to his heart, working hand in hand.
That's kind of what the design is based off of, and they're all different colors, and the flowers also represent unity and growth and stuff, so that's where the design came about and how it ties this.
And at the heart of this initiative is a unique art piece crafted specifically for this community space.
The next heart art sculpture will be unveiled at the Shields in Meridian next week. From the Boys and Girls Club in Nampa, I'm your Canadian County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez for Idaho News 6.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Final check at that forecast. The sunshine continues. I don't see any storms through next week. There's a slight chance middle part of the week we get a couple of showers popping up in the mountains, but for the valley, look at this sunshine. 97 tomorrow, getting hotter, and then up to 100 degrees on Sunday and hovering there basically near 100 Sunday, Monday. A little dip in the temperatures possible middle part of next week. I'll be back in Idaho News 6 tonight at 10 o'clock for a complete update to the forecast. In the meantime, enjoy the sunshine, everybody. Hope you have a great evening. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you later tonight.